Africa today stands at an important moment in its economic journey, shaped by major demographic change, expanding regional integration, and rapid technological progress. These forces are redefining our role in global markets and creating new opportunities for investment, enterprise, and growth. The Africa Continental Free Trade Area is one of the flagship projects of Agenda 2063 and a practical expression of our shared vision of the Africa we want. It reflects our collective determination to build an integrated, prosperous, and peaceful continent, driven by its own citizens and playing a stronger role in the global economy. By bringing together our markets, the ACFTA creates the basis for structural economic transformation, enabling industrialization, value addition, and broad-based growth at continental level. It is in this context that I am honored to preside over this inaugural meeting of the Committee of Heads of State and Government on ACFTA implementation. I thank the ACFTA Secretariat for convening this meeting on the margins of the 39th Ordinary Session of the Africa Union Assembly. Our work must focus closely with advancing partnerships with private sector, including investors, manufacturers, innovators, and traders, and entrepreneurs who will ultimately drive production, trade, and job creation under the ACFTA framework. Africa's private sector already accounts for the majority of production, investment, credit uptake, and employment across our economies. Its full participation is therefore indispensable to the success of this agreement. Special attention must be given to micro, small, and medium enterprises, which employ large numbers of women and young people and form the backbone of most African economies. Many of these enterprises are ready to expand beyond national borders and take advantage of continental market access. In reference to Kenya again, close to 80% of all Kenyans employed are employed in the micro, small, and medium enterprise sector. Since entering its operational phase in January 2021, the ACFTA has made meaningful progress. Most core protocols have been negotiated and institutional frameworks are in place. Our priority now shifts firmly from negotiation to implementation so that the agreement delivers tangible benefits for our 1.4 billion people. We all remember the original intention of ACFTA was for us to make our borders not barriers, not roadblocks, not impediments, but to make our borders stepping stones and bridges between our different countries so that we can trade better. I can give an account of Kenya here. The largest trading bloc for Kenya by far is Tanzania and Uganda because of the East African community. That opportunity exists for all of us through the ACFTA. And that is why the implementation of ACFTA is critical, is important for us to be able to create jobs, to create industry, and to trade better so that our contribution of trade within Africa stops being the least in the globe. We all know that today Asia trades with itself to the level of 65% of trade. Europe, almost 70%. In Africa, we are still struggling to get to 18%. And that is why this meeting of heads of states to help push the implementation of ACFTA is critical and is central. The Biashara Africa Business Forum held in Kigali demonstrated the growing momentum behind African enterprise and regional value chains. Our responsibility is to ensure that ACFTA instruments and national policies make it easier, not harder, for MSMEs to participate in cross-border trade. We are convened today to formally operationalize this committee, agree on clear implementation priorities, strengthen public-private cooperation, and establish a shared continental framework and a program with measurable outcomes. Our approach should be guided by urgency, practicality, coordination, and outcomes. With focused execution, Africa can strengthen its position as a competitive and resilient bloc. As chair of this subcommittee, I assure you of my full commitment to working closely with fellow heads of state and government and the Secretariat, including the regional communities and the private sector, to translate this agreement into real economic opportunities for our citizens. The ACFTA offers Africa a practical pathway from fragmentation to scale, from potential to productivity, and from policy to shared prosperity. Let us match its promise with decisive action.